We'll be cross-examining the witness's testimony. I'll be doing more than that. I'll be pointing the contradiction. I'd do it right now if the game would let me. Cross-examination. She ran to the bullshit. Miss May's testimony was correct, as was mine. When you assaulted the girl, she first ran to the left. Then you hit her. Savagely, that is what I saw. Next, with the last of your strength, she ran to the right. Chased her and delivered the final blow. That is what Miss May saw. You see, you hit her twice. I'm not even gonna press. I don't need to press, because you're... Shut up! Mr. White. The victim died from a single blow. He's so stupid! What do you have to say to that? Now it's my chance to hit him where it counts. Mr. White, wasn't it you who told this court you were abso-positively perfect? I will refrain from using that phrase from now on. Your Honor, if you could ask the witness for a new testimony. The witness is obviously confused, Your Honor. Exactly, why didn't you prep him beforehand? I mean, that would have made this case a whole lot harder, but still, that's the point. You want it to be a challenge. You shouldn't want to breeze through the second day. I would like to request a 10-minute break to make up for the fact that you were horribly unprepared for this. Yes, quite. Sorry, Edgeworth. If you wanted a break, you should have done it before the trial started. The witness is confused because he's lying. I emphatically request that there be no break, Your Honor. Yeah, we want justice. Don't let him get away! Where's Apollo Justice? Very well. If the witness would care to revise his testimony, the crowd's on my side. No slipping out of this now, White. Mr. White? Okay. Look at him squirm. It doesn't make sense. I thought everyone was going to be on his side. Maybe it's because he has no dirt on me? I don't know. Well, see, I looked at the other window when I heard that thing fall. What? What thing? What thing? Then the next moment I saw Miss Mia run to the left. The killer, you attacked her, but she dodged. And then, yeah, she turned and ran for the door. Then you did her in with a single blow. Thwap! Thwap indeed. Very well, you may begin your cross-examination. You sure don't get, why is he getting so nervous? Don't people, maybe the crowd doesn't know, and maybe it's being kept under, what is it? Under wraps by all the bigwigs that he did do it, but bigwigs know he did it. Maybe they don't want the general population finding out, because then he'll have to go to jail and they'll be free from his iron grip. Well, I mean, maybe they're afraid he'll take them down with it. This case is dumb. Mr. Your Honor, my stomach, you see, it is hurting. Well, then you shouldn't have taken me to court, you dumbass! Deal with it. You're the one who brought this on yourself. It's almost over, though. There are two accounts. Yeah, I looked at the window and I heard the thing fall. Then the next moment I saw Miss Mia run to the left. To the left, to the left. The killer, you attacked her, but she dodged. She turned and ran for the door. Then you did her in with a single blow. Thwap. Thwap? Let's press him because he's nervous. Thwap. That doesn't sound like the savage attack from your earlier testimony. Ho 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 ho, yes, well, I am a man of peace, you see. Phoenix, he's getting a lot less talkative. He's probably afraid I'll catch him on something. Too bad, I already did. Okay, good sir, what thing? You heard that thing fall? What exactly was that thing? Huh? Oh, that? The glass light stand. GG. Right, the one that had fallen over at the scene. Phoenix! Alright, let's, you know what? I'll let Maya do it. Give her a moment. Doesn't something about that strike you as odd? You know what? I'll give the game its moment. Yeah, very odd. Yeah, that is odd. I'll press further. Mr. White. Huh? What? You're saying you saw the glass light stand? Yes? Then change your testimony to reflect that. Sorry, my bad. Wow, he's getting pushed around by me, a rookie lawyer. Now that I think about it, he's kind of like an all bark and no bite Von Karma. Kinda. Okay, of course. The light stand was lying on the floor when I looked. Let's take a look at the floor plans. Light stand was lying on the floor. However, the light stand, okay, if the white stuff is the visible portion, and the light stand is that stuff with all the glass on the ground, then it would have been standing up out of vision of the light. And once it had fallen over and broken, there's no way of really telling it was a light stand unless you had saw it from the inside.
Objection!
Mr. White, it was impossible for you to have seen the glass stand. What? Look at this. These are the floor plans to the scene of the murder, yes? Correct, Your Honor. Now look. If you were to look through the window at the office, this is the area you'd be able to see. Here. Well, note that the stand is not within the visible area. Well, Mr. White? What do you have to say to that? Ridiculosity? Mr. White, if you are in the Gatewater Hotel as you claim, you could not have seen the stand before it fell over. In fact, you wouldn't have been able to see it after it fell either. There's no way you could have recognized the broken shards as a glass light stand. So, when did you see the stand, Mr. White? It must have been the moment that it fell. And the only place you could have seen that from is inside the Fey Law offices. In other words, you were at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. Ah! That's right, bitch, we got evidence. Mr. White? Mr. White. You did it, didn't you? Mr. Your Honor, Miss Mia. Looks like we're about to get our verdict.
Objection!
That's far enough, Phoenix Wright. You know, I might like this, except you know he's guilty, which is what I don't like about it. But, okay, have your moment. What? Irk, I forgot about Edgeworth. Again, another problem with this case. He does so little in it. Mr. White, I think the time has come. Shouldn't you confess your crime now, What? I said you should confess your crime. Ergo, confess that you placed the wiretap. The wiretap? Order! Order! Orders! Mr. Edgeworth, explain to the court what you mean by this. Distinguished members of the court, Mr. White is slightly confused. Allow me to explain. I really don't like the way this is headed. As you know, Mr. White is the CEO of Blue Corp. He ordered his secretary, Miss April May, to tap the law offices of Miss Fay. What does that have to do with my hors d'oeuvres? Your Honor, shut up about the hors d'oeuvres for 1 second, please. The question is, when was the wiretap placed in the office, and by whom? No, you wouldn't! Mr. White, in order to place the wiretap, you entered Miss Fay's office. Am I correct? Correct? You are most correct, Miles. Give me a break! Yes, in order to place the wiretap, I breached the Fanco law offices. That is when I saw that accursed light stand. Now I'm confused. Please explain to the court what all this means, Mr. Edgeworth. Gladly, Your Honor. Mr. Phoenix Wright has made his position quite clear. He has determined that Mr. White knew the glass stand was in the office. He has shown that there was only one time Mr. White could have seen the stand, at the very moment of the murder. Thus, Mr. Wright would like you to believe that Mr. White was the murderer. I see. However, it is a fact that Mr. White had been in the office well before the murder took place. He went to place the wiretap. He could have seen the glass light stand then. Ergo, Mr. Phoenix Wright's theory is revealed for the baseless conjecture it is. Mr. White, you will testify to the court about this wiretap. Leave it to me. I feel faint. I feel disgusted. I would have thought that was a cool moment where Edge was like, yeah, take that, right? But he knows he's guilty. Come on. It's not even like he's pretty sure that I'm guilty, but that he knows there's a chance. No. He's got to be like 90% sure White is guilty, but he's like, whatever. And even if he isn't guilty, he's probably 100% sure it's not Phoenix, but whatever. It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. I had entered the Fanco law offices. Of course, I had done so to place the wiretap. That is when I saw the glass light stand. So you saw the stand before the night of the incident. And this is how you were able to identify what had fallen over. By the sound? Correct. Just like the shinging, linging of my brass knuckles. I think they're brass, but yeah. Correct, that is right. I see, very well, Mr. Wright. You may begin your cross-examination. Yeah! What am I supposed to do now? Good luck, Phoenix. I'm Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. I can find a fault in any testimony, no matter how good it is. Even if I have to make one up. It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. I had entered the Fanco law offices. Of course, I had done so to place the wiretap. That is when I saw the glass light stand. Damn it! There's nothing there for me to press him on. Oh wow. Maybe he's rattled enough that I can bluff something out of him. Let's take another look over our evidence again. That's not gonna help. That from blunt object may have lived for a few minutes after being hit. Holds conversation between the chief and Maya. Press the A button to listen. Mia, what's up? You haven't called. September 5th, 9:27 a.m. Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Well, actually, I want you to hold on. Two for me. Again, what is it this time? It's made to look like the statue of the thinker. It's a clock. This is the time. I should probably tell you the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out. Sorry, I put some papers inside instead. Papers, is that the evidence then? I'll leave that up to your imagination. See you tonight at 9. Glass shards. The broken remains of a glass light stand broken beyond all recognition. The clock, in the form of a statue, the clock's gears have been removed, made by Larry Butts, the thinker. Wiretap found in Miss May's hotel room. Receipt, a department store receipt with letters written in blood on the back. May's testimony, the victim dodged an attack and then ran to the right, but she was caught and struck. Floor plans. The murder scene, the Fanco office. Press the A button for details. I think that's it. Yeah, we don't really... I'm not really sure if we have anything that we can present here, so... Let's just try pressing stuff. Let's ask him specifically about the wiretap. That seems the most suspicious. Why did you tap Mia's phone? This has no bearing on the current case, Your Honor. Blue Corp is a detective agency of sorts. We have a responsibility to protect client confidentiality. More like protect your own asses. That is when I saw the glass light stand. Press that too, I guess. Why did you notice something as innocuous as a light stand? The light stand was made entirely out of glass. It was quite stylish, so I guess it made a lasting impression on me. Such a beauteous thing deserves attention, does it not? That is all. Damn it, there's nothing there for me to put them in. No. Okay, what else do we got? Beginning of December, a week before the murder, and I entered the... Okay, well, just 2 things left. Okay, the week before the murder. Talk to me about that. Do you have proof? Miss April May knew the details of Miss Faye's phone conversation. This proves that the wiretap was placed before the murder. Ah, right. Entered the fan called offices. That's all we have left. There's nothing to really press, but can't think of anything to present either, so let's just make sure we get all the statements out of the way. Was it really you that went to the office? Or was it Miss May? Unidentified fingerprints several days old were found in the Fay & Co. law offices. Those were obviously Mr. White's. And if I know Edgeworth, he's already run a check on those prints. Objection! I hate to hate on this case more, but I'm gonna hate on this case some more. If Edgeworth knows that he has these prints, and this would lead you to believe that he was in the office and did place the wiretap, then he's been lying about it and hiding White's felony. So, like, dude, again, if they were trying to go for, if they were trying to go for a different kind of Edgeworth, like, he's willing to use dirty tactics as long as it gets the right killer, he doesn't care about petty crimes like theft and tapping, he just cares about murder, then okay, but he's not even going for that, since he doesn't think I'm guilty. He thinks White is guilty, everyone does, but he's like, nope, I'm gonna get my guilty verdict, because that's totally in his character, question mark? I don't know. Now, Mr. White, tell us why you went to the Fankel offices. His character is all over the place. That could have been his character. Even still, they kind of did a bad job establishing it, even with this case. But it does U-turns in later cases. I don't know. Yeah, Edgeworth is a very poor rival in this game. Of course, I had done so to place the wiretap. I've pressed everything. What's left? Uh-oh! Don't tell me I've run out of ammo! Tisk, tisk. I'm afraid that's as far as you go, Mr. Wright. 'Cause you're too slow. The time has come for you to admit your defeat. You fought honorably. Don't bow to me, you piece of shit. I can't take this anymore. Mr. Wright? Are you giving up? Yes, Your Honor. Phoenix? Phoenix. Huh? Phoenix, over here. I know that voice. Mia? Never give up, Phoenix. Mia. And that's the end of the LP, everyone. Thanks for watching. This has been Renegade 68. Where am I? That painting. So this is what heaven looks like. Actually, this is hell, buddy. Ah, shit.